So, longtime smartphone case maker Otterbox is finally dipping their toes into the gaming world. And they're actually kind of coming in with a bit of a splash here. They've partnered up with Xbox to come out with a few accessories for the Xbox controller and your phone. Mainly kind of geared towards the new xCloud streaming service where you can kind of just jump on and play games from your phone. And as long as you have a controller, there is touch controls as well, but definitely with a controller makes things a lot nicer. So what Otterbox has got going here is actually a skin that goes onto your controller. They have it for the new Series X and Series S, as well as the old gen Xbox One controller. So the nice thing is it kind of adds a little bit of a grip and some protection against drops or those aggressive throws if you're in a fit of rage. But the nice thing here is there's actually a clip that mounts right to the controller that'll hold your phone. And from there, that clip, I mean, it's pretty standard. We see lots of different kind of versions of that. But the cool thing is here is that you can also get a case for your phone that is kind of heat dissipating. It actually will help cool your phone during those long gaming sessions. And they're also adding in a privacy screen that will also fit onto your phone as well. So, you know, if you're kind of playing out in public, people don't always need to know what you're doing, but you can also enjoy what you're doing as well. So I think it's kind of cool to see Otterbox jumping into the gaming realm and partnering up with Xbox, and Xbox being like, come on in, because you want to know what? This xCloud isn't going anywhere. It's definitely only going up from here. Being able to hop on and play, you know, your Xbox library from another device other than just sitting in front of your TV is amazing. Being able to take your phone with you in a controller and go and play what you were playing at home before you left is a great feature. So, you know, the more people kind of jumping into this market and adding, you know, third-party accessories to this, I think is only going to help it grow and give people more options to get into this. So I think, you know, Otterbox has definitely hit a home run with this, and I think I'll be really interested to see what people think when they start using this controller grip and then, you know, the phone case as well. I think there's some cool things here, and I think other companies are going to look at this and maybe try to take from it as well and, you know, help launch their third-party version of a mobile gaming device for the Xbox xCloud streaming service.
The Callisto Protocol was announced in the CG trailer over the Game Awards on 2020. It seemed like a spooky horror game for sure, set in the world of none other than PUBG. Yeah, we had no idea. But Glenn, the CEO over at Striking Distance Studios, had an interview with Games Radar and tried to explain the future of PUBG and their upcoming title. We're a part of helping PUBG Corp as a team of writers working on the lore of PUBG and the universe. They have a timeline and we fit on that timeline now. Of course, the games are very far apart in terms of time and setting. The Callisto Protocol takes place 300 years in the future on one of Jupiter's moons. However, there will still be some links back to PUBG. Well, I can't say I saw this one coming. PUBG is a military shooter, battle royale. So to kind of take a spin on that, make it a horror, sci-fi, adventure, story-driven game seems a little odd for the world of PUBG. But we can find out more when the game launches next year.
So over the last few months, we've had a lot of discussion over Bethesda being bought out by Microsoft and what all that entails. Whether or not games will be coming to Game Pass, whether or not we'll get the beloved Elder Scrolls and Fallout series on PlayStation 5 moving forward. So many questions, and over the last few months since this whole, you know, big thing blew up, we've only really gotten little things trickled to us. And now to kind of spice it up even more, something that really is exciting though, is that from Bethesda, this is a tweet from Bethesda, that they are partnering with LucasArts Games to make a new Indiana Jones game, and Todd Howard will be the executive producer in this game. So wow, that is all amazing. But just to put the cherry on top, one of my favorite game developers, Machine Games, they will be making this game. This is extremely exciting. It does kind of give us some question of whether or not we will get a Wolfenstein 3. It did say in the tweet that we won't get much information about this Indiana Jones game for a while, but they were just too excited that they had to share it. So, wow, this is just so exciting. Will Indiana Jones be exclusive to the Xbox Microsoft family? I kind of hope so, but at the same time I hope not. Maybe we'll have to see how this whole generation plays out. Sony's been pretty amazing with their exclusives, and I think that they're going to keep driving that forward. So we'll have to see how Xbox kind of plays their cards.
We got some pretty exciting news set in the world of Star Wars. For those of you who may not know, EA's been holding the rights to all the Star Wars games for the past, well, it's supposed to be 10 years. Technically, this deal was signed back in 2013 with Disney and EA moving forward for a license agreement of a 10-year deal making Star Wars games. Well, it's now 2021, and it's come to light over on Wired that the fact that Ubisoft, the team behind The Division and Division 2, Massive Entertainment, is moving forward into the world of Star Wars and going to be bringing us an open-world, story-driven adventure game. Has me pretty excited, and it also has me questioning what happened to that 10-year deal over at EA.
Now, if you're a fan of the Harry Potter books and films, then you may have heard or saw from the PlayStation 5 event the reveal of Hogwarts Legacy. Now, Hogwarts Legacy is set in the Harry Potter universe, but as it's set in the 1800s, it's actually on an earlier timeline than the Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts movies. Now, I saw the trailer for this and it looked absolutely amazing, and I was looking forward to playing it this year. But unfortunately, it's been delayed till 2022, and the developers put this in a tweet. We would like to thank fans from around the world on the tremendous reaction to the announcement of Hogwarts Legacy from our Portkey Games label. Creating the best possible experience for all the wizarding world and the gaming fans is paramount to us, so we're giving the game the time it needs. Hogwarts Legacy will be released in 2022. In my opinion, 2020 just went like that, and in this current situation, what's another year? But also bearing in mind that the release of Cyberpunk 2077 didn't go too well, and there was a lot of angry gamers, fans, and even investors. So I'm hoping that Warner Bros. Hogwarts Legacy will release a game that the fans want, a good, reliable, fun game. But also bearing in mind, the game was supposed to be released this year, and it was supposed to come out on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X. Well, now the game's been delayed till next year, so would this game be able to run on the old G consoles? We'll have to just wait and see, but I've got a feeling that they might end up dropping the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 version.